This is my disc destroyer. It's a mean little machine with one job, testing grinding discs. With so many grinding discs and countless reviews, it's hard to separate fact from fiction. This is where the disc destroyer comes in. It cuts through the noise, delivering real results. No bias, no sponsorships, just cold hard tests. Grinding discs can face a lot of real-world challenges, like high and low pressures, hot and cold materials, and of course, fast and slow speeds. This machine tests it all, so that we can finally find the truth in the reviews. Today I am testing the Walter ALLSTEEL Turbo Type 29 flap disc coming in at $4.29. Trust me when I say I spent hours looking for reviews and opinions of this disc online, only to come up with nothing. But that doesn't mean plenty of people aren't still buying this disc blind. So today I'm going to answer my own question. What makes these discs worth buying, and how can I get the most out of them? Let's test them to find out. Let me break this down for you. Each disc will be grinding this test bar to see how much it can remove within 20 minutes time. This will chart out its story and tell us exactly how this disc behaves based on how much material it removes at any given point. But if the disc stops effectively grinding the bar or just straight up disintegrates, the test is over. Let's begin. First, I wanted to get a baseline of how the disc performs under average conditions. I did this by emulating light pressure grinding with a 4-pound weight. This is roughly the weight of the grinder itself. At first, under these circumstances, the disc showed some promise, but very quickly the progress began to crawl. After 5 minutes, I had to end the test because the disc was no longer cutting enough material. Taking a look at the coupon, I measured just 4 inches of metal had been removed. So far, this disc is not giving me the results I would expect at this price. But I have a feeling that if I change some variables, I could get more out of this disc. First, I'll add a heat element into the mix, simulating grinding on a hot weld. So I heated the first few inches of the test coupon and began the next experiment. But after 5 minutes of testing, the results had barely changed. And once again, I stopped the test because I saw the disc wasn't cutting any more metal, and it was just gliding across the surface. It seems heat wasn't the issue holding this disc back. Next, I'll adjust the grinder speeds, hoping to extend durability. So I'll keep the 4-pound weight, reduce the grinder's RPM from 11,000 to 6,000, and test the disc on both hot and cold metal. But again, after 5 minutes of grinding, the disc hit a performance wall, ending the test. The slower speeds didn't add any durability, nor did it help the disc cut more material. So what's happening here? It's safe to say that under the current conditions, this disc is prone to glazing. That means the abrasive is losing its edge, putting a cap on its ability to eat metal. And we can verify this further with these pictures of the discs taken after the tests. Look how smooth that is. Not something we want to see if our goal is to grind material. One last component we can switch up is the pressure we are putting on the grinder. So I raised my grinder speeds back to 11,000, switched out my 4-pound weight for 8, and kicked off my next experiment. This time the disc really took off. At 5 minutes on cold metal, the disc was not showing any signs of stopping, consistently cutting the coupon at a fast rate. I was able to squeeze another 10 minutes out of this disc before progress on the coupon began to stall. This greatly improved both durability and material removal. With 14 inches of metal removed, it seems pressure makes all the difference for this disc. Now I wanted to revisit the hot metal, but at this higher pressure. So I kept the 8-pound weight and once again heated the first few inches of the coupon. And the results were nearly the same. The disc still output an impressive 14 inches of material removed in 15 minutes before it started to show signs of glazing. While the hot metal did not hurt the disc, it did not provide a significant advantage either. So what can we say about the Walter ALLSTEEL Turbo? Well, for the best performance, make sure you use a heavy amount of pressure while grinding. This will max out the durability and cutting capability of the disc, and try to avoid using too light of pressure or slow speeds. This will glaze your disc early. Now that you know how to get the most out of the ALLSTEEL Turbo, it is up to you to decide if it's worth the $4.29. If you'd like to see the data I've collected for this disc, as well as the other discs in these tests, I've posted them at the Fireball Forum, linked in the description. I'm going to keep posting more and more of these test videos, so stay tuned to find the truth in the reviews. And if you're wondering why I built the rig the way I did, how it works, and what it's all about, I have a video that goes into great detail that you should check out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.